Princess coming at you from Minnesota. You guys, I wanted to talk to you today about being black in America and not fitting in with the norm. Now, I've been on Facebook a lot and I go on these posts. I'll put some of the posts that I go under. I'll cut and paste some of it so you can see what I mean. And there's a lot of African Americans on those posts, and a lot of people don't agree with each other, which is okay. We don't all have to agree with each other, but we should all respect each other, even if a person's thoughts or their views about life don't line up with your own. But it's like all so often when an African American doesn't agree with another African American on a specific topic, people want to bash that person for what they believe in or because they don't believe like you. And to me, that's kind of crazy because we're made up of millions of people. How can all of us think the same? How can all of us view the world in the same eyes? We're not like that Will Smith movie, I think it was called I, Robot, where there was like a bunch of robots and everybody was the same. And then one started to change because the mother robot was doing something to manipulate them because she wanted to take over the world. I think that's how the movie went. I might be wrong. I haven't seen it in a long time. But my point is, how are we as a people all supposed to think and be the same? That's what I don't really understand. That's what I can't really comprehend. I can't really wrap my mind around that, because we're not all the same. We're different. We have different feelings, different values. We're raised differently. We weren't raised in the same household. And even if you have a child that you raise in the same household with other siblings, once those children are grown up, they go off on their own way. It could be brothers and sisters that played together and loved each other as children, but now they're adults and they really can't stand their sister or their brother. I mean, even though they have love for them, but at the same time, they don't really deal with them like that. So, last night I was online and I was looking, they had a picture of Serena Williams and she's pregnant by this white guy. And everybody's saying things like, oh, she's a coon, she's a buffoon, a buffoon or something like this. Oh, she's brainwashed, or she's a house nigger, she's an Uncle Tom, and all kind of stuff. And it's like, I don't understand why I gotta be like that, people. I mean, regardless of who somebody is dating or who somebody is married to, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not down with black pride and black culture. That could just mean that they tried dating people in their race and it didn't work out. Or that this person is just open to other types of relationships and just about giving people a chance and just accepting a person for who they are, not for like what their people have done throughout history. Now, personally, me, I couldn't do it because I would just always think about, this happened, your people did this, your people did that, your people are continuing to do this, your people are continuing to do that, But at the same time, it's like, I don't agree with all the hate. Even though I at times in my past, like back in my college years, I had began to get kind of filled with hate. And I think that was just a time in my life where I was like really confused and I was really troubled by all the things happening in white America and black America, and and this, that, and the other. And I did some things, and I'll tell you guys about that in future videos. And I've said some things and I've acted in a certain way. But like one thing I've never done, one thing I've never approved of was putting down my own people. No, don't get me wrong. I'll call it like I see it. If I see you acting a monkey, I'm going to say you acting a straight ass monkey. But I'm not just going to go and start bashing somebody, calling somebody a coon and an Uncle Tom just because we have different views. That's the part I don't understand. It's like we're not allowed to have different views. We're not allowed to feel differently about certain situations. How could millions of African Americans expect all of us to think alike? A few weeks ago, there was a post on Facebook where this African American girl was going into a convenience store in her neighborhood or wherever it was. It looked like one of them little neighborhood stores. And she was stealing. And so I think it was like an Arab dude or a dude from the Middle East. He was just basically telling her to get out the store. He wasn't trying to arrest her. He wasn't trying to do anything to her. As a matter of fact, he just had his arms like outstretched, like, leave, go, just go. You know what I mean? So looked like she had some chips or candy in her hand and 2 beers. And then he allowed the woman to leave out the store. While she was leaving, she was kicking at him. She was trying to hit him. She was saying, bitch this and nigga that and fuck you. And I mean, she was just yelling out all type of obscenities. And this dude is basically standing back like, just go, lady. Take the stuff you got in your hand and just go. So, I made the comment that I made. Because after he allowed her to leave the store, she came back into the store with arrogance and boldness to take more things that did not belong to her. Like basically, she's saying, I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I'm going to take what I want to take and you just going to have to deal with it. So then he's still to the point where he's like, leave the store. And then so when they finally get outside, if I remember the video right, and if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. It's been a while since I watched it. But I believe she had hit him or pushed him or something like this. And then so he just basically got fed up and he pushed her back and pushed her little ass down on the ground. And then she got up and then I believe the guy slapped her or hit her or did something to her. So my comment was, so what? That's what she get. That's what she deserved. Because regardless if you black, African American, if you live on the islands, if you live wherever in the world, because black people are all over the world, if you're doing wrong, you're doing wrong. And why should I support you in what you're doing wrong just because you're black or because you're of African descent? I'm not going to support somebody who's doing wrong. And we actually looking at this and we see this person is doing wrong. And then people are commenting like, oh, you're supposed to be there for your sister. And we supposed to support the black woman and all this, that, and the other. Yeah, we are supposed to support each other as black people, but we don't. We up here fighting for all these rights. We up here marching. We up here protesting. I was in a big protest a few years back over a guy that got killed here in Minneapolis. And I mean, them people was outside 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through the winter. And I would go over there and stand out there with them and sit out there with them in the cold. And we was burning fires up and down the street on Plymouth Avenue over North Minneapolis. So it's like, I am there for my people. I try for my people. I have worked in businesses in social service field where I have done everything to help my people. But then when I get done doing everything I'm trying to do, I still ain't done enough. She still thinks she did. She still thinks she that. You know, back in the time during Hurricane Katrina, I worked for a company that's well known all over the world. I mean, we gave out so much money. We were just handing out money, gift cards to Walmart, and paying people's rent and paying people's mortgage and light bill and gas bill. And I mean, I did a lot. I worked right in the heart of North Minneapolis, and I wanted that job. And I tried to do a lot to help my people. I even broke rules of the company to help my people because the money was there. And believe me, I gave away a lot of money. But still, you'll still have this one say, oh, she did this for you, she didn't do that for me. Or she gave this to you, she didn't give that to me. Or she did this, she didn't do that for me. Oh, this, that, and the other. You know, it's like people were never satisfied. And it's like toward the end, I'm like, why am I even here? I fought to get this job. I fought to make a difference in the community. But it was like, why am I even doing it for? People don't even appreciate you. People going around saying, I got the job, that I didn't even get the job because of my knowledge or my skills or my background. I got the job basically just because I was black. And I'm listening to this stuff. And it's like, I got the job because I was qualified to do the job. And the people believed in me. And because of my background and my training. I'm the one who had to sit through 2 interviews with 6 to 8 people around the table. I did that. I sold myself to get that job. Nobody gave me that. Nobody gave me that because of no fucking affirmative action or like. People is not just going to hire somebody just because of your skin color, unless it's your parents. You know what I mean? Unless you some really rich person and you own your own companies and then you have nepotism and you hire your kids or whatever to work for you or your daughter's husband or whatever. But I wasn't related to none of them people. Them people saw something good in me and they offered me the job and I took it, and I wanted to do something to help out the community. I wanted to do something to show that I love my people and I'm trying my best for my people. If that means I got to come in early, that means I got to leave home late. If that means I got to give you a ride home when I probably shouldn't even be having clients in my car, that's what I'm going to do. If that means I got to talk to the dude down the street who runs a treatment center to try to get this person in treatment because it's winter time and this person really needs to get out of the cold and he needs to get his life together, that's what I'm gonna do. If that means I gotta lie to get you a bed somewhere, that's what I'm gonna do. If I gotta serve food to you when you already done got your monthly food shelf already this month, but you come back and you tell me that you really need food, I really need food, then I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get you the food. So all this stuff online, how people come at other black folks, and you don't even know that person. You don't know what that person has been through. You don't know what that person has seen. You don't know what that person has done. And all because they don't agree with your views on the way you see things on this particular topic, all of a sudden this person is a coon or Uncle Tom. That's not right. It ain't right. Because we ain't all the same. How millions of people gonna be the same? How millions and millions of people gonna think just the same? You can raise your own children, and your children could grow up and have different views about life than you do. You can say, oh, I'm raising my kid to be a conservative, and they turn out to be a liberal. You can say, oh, I'm raising my kid to be a Democrat, they turn out to want to be a Republican. Or not to even vote at all. Like a lot of people did in this past election. This past election, a lot of young people didn't vote. because they felt they ain't had nobody to vote for. And that's really sad, and that's hopeless. That's hopelessness. And we see what's going on with our country now, which it was just a matter of time anyway. They talking about impeaching Donald Trump. I just saw that a little while ago before I came outside. Which the truth is, in the past 7 months, really, what has he done? The only thing he done that I've seen was complain about President Obama. It's like he got some kind of personal vendetta against Obama. Obama gone. Obama ain't thinking nothing about that man. Obama off doing his own thing, having a good time with his wife and kids, living his life. And all Donald Trump talk about is Obama this and Obama that and Obama this and Obama that and Obama this and Obama that. And I ain't never in my life seen this many people in the White House up and quit or get fired in the past 7 months. Practically his whole team is gone. But that's not what I'm on here to talk about. I'm on here to talk about that I just really wish in my heart of hearts that my people in Africa in America could be more unified. You know, they up here talking about we want other people to treat us right. We want other people to treat us with respect. But then we don't even respect each other just because somebody don't agree with your views. Now you putting them down online and you saying all kind of nasty, rude things about them or what have you. Hi, honey bun. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
I'm making a video.
Yeah, I wish.
I'm not talking to myself. I'm making a video. Oh, she probably wants some candy, huh?
Yeah, no, we're not gonna eat that though.
Oh, okay.
Thank
It's
you.
peanuts.
Yeah, thank you for offering.
Sorry about that.
No, no worries. Come here, let her finish her video, okay?
See? Oh, hi, buddy.
Hi.
Yeah, your mom don't want you to have
Yeah,
that.
we're too close to dinner, but say thank you for the offer.
Okay, bye-bye. Have fun. There go my mind again, y'all. Trying to think about what I was saying before the little baby came over here. She was over there playing, and then she walked over here to me. I guess she wanted some of my crack. I got my crack, girl. My crack I eat. My salted nut roll. I done forgot what I was saying. I know I was talking about being unified or trying to be together as a people and not trying to put people down all the time. I just can't stand that. I think we just gotta have more understanding. I'm not gonna put somebody down just because they don't see the world as I do. I'm not gonna call that person stupid, ignorant, Uncle Tom, buffoon, coon, just because you don't see things like I see it. It just shows me that a lot of people are not sympathetic. A lot of people don't have kind hearts. A lot of people don't have good spirits. You know? And that's something that's just really got to change. You should be able to express yourself without having fear. You should be able to talk for yourself without being victimized. And people shouldn't be trying to control you. Shouldn't have to be trying to control somebody's thoughts or somebody's feelings. Just because they don't view things like you do. I'm glad that I'm respectful. Because truthfully, even if you piss me off and say something, 9 times out of 10, I'll come back at you with a very intelligent answer, and I'll try to keep it as respectful as I can. I mean, unless I'm in one of them moods where I just don't give a fuck that day. Then I'm going to give it back to you the same way you gave it to me. You know? A lot of times things get lost in translation. Especially when you just watching a little video, or you just watching you just reading something online or whatever. A lot of times things get lost in translation. You could be thinking something meant a whole nother way, but really that person that typed it out meant it not even in a hurtful way. So what does that have to do? Does that have to do with the person who wrote it, or does that have to do with the person who's typing it? You know? People type shit out in all caps. They real mad. What you mad for? Especially if this shit was true. It's like if somebody say something right now, I don't know, you got a big nose, girl. What I'm gonna get mad for? And you got wrinkles on your face. You need to stop smiling so much. You smile too much. What I'm gonna get mad for? Your point of view of somebody ain't gonna stop the world from turning. And it ain't gonna change nothing they dealing with in their life. Not a thing. You know what? But being nice to somebody, it could touch their heart. Being nice to somebody, it could put a smile on their face. It's a way you can be truthful and honest to somebody without being rude and without being disrespectful and without being belligerent. You can talk to somebody in a way without being disrespectful. And you can speak your truth without being rude. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be nasty to speak the truth. I gotta pick up my paper. I'm littering. My candy fell down there too. Anyway, I think I said everything I needed to say. I try not to make my videos too extremely long. I got these glasses some years ago for my son. They're the blue blockers. These things help me to see better. I mean, I know they ain't all that fashionable or nothing, but it seems like these things really help me to see better. Because I wear glasses. I have astigmatism, and my eyes are weird. One of my eyes is shaped like a football, and the other one's shaped like a basketball. And so this left eye is really bad. So, and I put these things on. These are just some things I got. You know, they have those as seen on TV and at the Walmart or the Walgreens, and you can buy like stuff that you seen on TV. So I had got these glasses for my son because he was running track and field last year. And I was like, oh, you can have these while you're sitting out waiting in the sun or whatever for your track meet. And he didn't want them because they wasn't his cup of tea. But I've been wearing them. I like them. And it really do seem like they help me to see. So anyway, I'm going to go. I really hope I said everything that was on my mind about this whole bullying people of African descent just because they don't agree with you. And I'm sure I didn't say everything I wanted to say, but, you know, just go ahead and chime in. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you for my therapy session today. As always, grace and peace. Cold as Ice Princess, Minnesota. Bye.